Drink this?
Or drink that?
Let us find out.
Let us find out.
Let us be the ones who
Let
find
us
out.
tell you.
It's Bourbon Night. Hello, I'm Chad.
I'm Sarah.
We got another drink this or that. It's been a little minute since we've done one of these. And we got a couple of bondeds.
I do like that.
Yeah, a couple value bondeds.
Yes, these both did fairly well in our 64 under $100 bracket. These are also two pretty solid bottles, so.
Very solid bottles. Very close in price too. These are both purchased in 2023. I think this one was $22. I think this one was also around $22, give or take $1, depending on your area, of course.
Should we say that the price is the same on those though? Because you get more in this bottle.
This is a liter, so you do get more liquid. You get what, 250 milliliters more than the 750.
But on this bottle, you get a picture of old granddad.
You get Basil Hayden. He is the old granddad. You guys know that?
Price-wise, if we broke it down, price per ounce, our P3 rating.
Or
proof per price.
Proof per price.
Per ounce.
Yes,
or whatever.
This would have a better P3 rating. That is
Sure.
correct.
And what-
Yeah. This one made at James B. Beam. This one is owned by Sazerac, but still using juice from Brown Forman early times.
But at some point will be
At
migrated.
some time when the Sazerac's mash bill, which they got from early times, since they have distilled it and it has reached 4 years of age so it can be bottled in bond, then they can do the switch, but that hasn't happened yet. So you're not getting any cross-pollination in distilleries. They have to wait till it's at least 4 years before they can put it.
Because bottled bond. So what you're telling me is that in a few years we're just gonna have to do this one again.
That is correct.
All right, great. Well, for now, we'll tell you which one.
So we decided to do these blind, so we're just gonna call this
A.
That's rich. It's pretty rich. How are we doing? Side by side?
Intriguing.
Yeah. I get clues, but nothing
clues.
that I would.
I'm not willing to bet on it yet.
Yeah, exactly. We're just on A now.
I want to do the adults version of Blue's Clues where I have my little notebook and I draw the clues, but it's really just about whiskey. I just struggling Karen's the whole time.
Jeez.
Yeah, I like this nose. Pretty rich.
Yeah, pretty earthy.
Some dark fruit in there.
Yeah, dark fruits.
Brown sugar, little baking spice. 100 proof. Still packing a lot of nose notes. I almost said nose flavors.
Nose flavors, okay. Nose candy. Maybe a little bit of maple syrup in there, a little bit.
Yeah, I'm getting more of a brown sugar, but
yeah.
Singed oak, I don't know.
Highly singed oak. To your health. Wow. For 100 proof, because we at least know that, it's bringing a lot to the table.
It is.
It's
a lot
very
of flavor.
full.
Very flavorful.
Very flavorful. Very rich, compelling. I don't know. It's full.
And for 100 proof, I mean, I feel like it still retains some mouthfeel.
Yeah,
it's
for
got
sure.
a little bit of oiliness in it, and I think that's nice.
2 sub $25 bourbons. This one might be creeping up past that 25 in some areas.
But you're also getting more.
But you are getting more, yeah. So if you cut this down to a 750, these would both be under $25 bottles. Yeah, nice little Kentucky hug on that second sip. Now I'm getting that Kentucky hug. Nice little fireplace here in the chest. Pretty enjoyable, very enjoyable actually. Okay, on to B. Yeah, I'm getting a little lighter, brighter, airier, a little bit more fruit.
I'm getting more of the oak notes, some wood notes with...
I mean, those are in there too.
I mean, your typical vanilla, but also some earthiness.
Vanilla notes, it's more like maybe a cedar type of wood than...
A word that I want to say, but I don't want to say it because I don't want to say it's suggestive. I don't know, I feel like it could have some sway, so I'm just going to keep it to myself.
Okay. To your health. Before we tell you about it, though, we want to tell you about our home on the internet. It's whiskyambitions.com. It's where you can get both the t-shirts that we're wearing, my hat, the Glencairns that we're drinking from, that water glass you just took a drink from, Sarah. Also rocks glasses and copitas, sweatshirts and hoodies, and bottle cut candles, and more always coming soon at whiskyambitions.com.
I feel like that's like going to become a holiday song that you sing, and sweatshirts and candles and coins and more.
And always coming soon at whiskyambitions.com.
And if you like goofy stuff like that, it usually ends up on Patreon. Patreon.com/itsbourbonnight. You can join us for as little as $1 a month. Get after the episode exclusives where we tend to be a little more like that. You can also get discounts on merch that Chad was talking about, exclusive access to barrel picks, and more.
And we'll be right back. So I've sort of forgotten what the notes were, so I'm just gonna go in for my second sip.
I just went in for my second sip, and I'm still getting predominantly like a wood forward, but again with pretty much the same as the nose, that classic vanilla coming through with a little bit of, I want to call it tobacco but I'm not sure. It's almost hinting at some age, but then I can tell that it's also had water added to it.
Sure.
I liked the mouthfeel of A better, I think.
Okay.
This one has also some nice flavors.
I'm getting, just like on the nose, a little bit more brightness and herbal. It's good. It's enjoyable. I do kind of think I like the mouthfeel a little bit better on A, but we haven't had A after B, except after C. So we'll go back again.
Now, we don't always have to have the same notes and the same thoughts and feelings, but based on the way that you describe these, I am a little concerned that our orders are mixed up.
Oh no.
We'll find out. I mean, they could be mixed up and we could still pick the same one.
I mean, we can do it in a flight fight just fine, but we get down to
here,
2, and then it's so confusing of how to mix them up. We're back on A?
I just love the flavors on A.
A little bit more richness.
I think.
A better mouthfeel.
And I honestly think the finish goes on for longer.
A little bit more spice.
A little more spice.
I'm picking it up more after B. It's sort of a cinnamon.
I think I'm getting more like complex flavors that are playing together, like more layered experience. I really like B, but I feel like it's really only coming through with 3 predominant flavors. You know, while it's very good, it's not doing as much as A.
Okay.
In my opinion. Okay. Can you tell where I'm going with this? Nothing wrong with B. Very solid. I'll put it to you this way. B, for me, is what I would expect of a sub $25 Bottled & Bond product. Very much meets expectations. A exceeds expectations.
Exceeds expectations.
For me.
Superlatives.
Above average, exceeds
Most
expectations.
likely to exceed $25 expectations.
Most likely to get Sarah's vote in this drink this or that. Spoilers.
We gotta be diplomatic about this. So let's go ahead and 3, 2, 1, we'll vote. Put our hand over the one that we are saying drink this over that. 3, 2, 1. Psh.
I'm just kidding.
Nah, you trickster.
I just like to keep you on your toes.
All right, so we both voted for A, and
I'm still concerned that we have them mixed up.
Is early times?
Early times.
Early times. Okay.
Okay.
I could have seen B also being early times.
I don't know. When I tasted it, A had that brown sugar fruit note that I sometimes get with Brown-Forman products, but people get really bent out of shape when I say that, so I would say more often like Old Forester products. I still think Woodford, I don't know, it's just like part of their DNA. We'll leave Jack Daniels out of this.
Right.
Part of their bourbon DNA.
Okay.
And I thought that B had a little bit of the word I didn't want to say was nuttiness, because I thought that would be I didn't want to impair your judgment. I don't know.
These are impairing my judgment.
A hard time with descriptive words today. And I still feel the same way that I felt when I said I feel like B, which is the Old Grandad Bottled & Bond, meets expectations for a sub $25 Bottled & Bond product. But I feel like this one exceeds expectations.
You know, it's so crazy. We'll just talk real quickly about preconceived notions or so forth. Now, these are both blind to us. I kind of thought B was early times, and I think it was because I first thought A was Old Grandad, just because I know Old Grandad as being full and rich and oak, and I wasn't getting nuttiness, but I was like, you don't always get that on Jim Beam products, not always.
Well, and it's not their core.
It's not their core. Yeah, this is their high rye. It's the Old Grandad mash bill.
And you did say
so
spice.
And I kind of thought, so okay, this is Old Grandad. So that made my brain pick up banana in B, which was Old Grandad. Now going back knowing, I was like, all right, where's that banana? Where's that banana? Nope. Maybe that's more nuttiness than banana, but stupid brain and its stupid neurons and synapses.
Making connections.
You should never think you know what something is in a blind, because
I could get a peanut butter and banana sandwich.
Yeah, that takes the whole having a blind out of it, which is hard when it's, just 2 bottles.
And I don't know if this made it into the episode, but when I said, after tasting A, I know what these are already, and I said I'm like 99% sure, or 90, some
might have been cut for time.
Might have been cut for time. I don't want to know,
right?
Because I want to make an unbiased decision. But sometimes you can't help it. When you get familiar enough with these brands, sometimes they're just like Adele. They're like, hello, it's me.
My generation, it would be Lionel Richie.
Oh.
Hello, is it me you're looking for? There we go.
An episode where I didn't call you old, you called you old.
Damn it.
I think you could drink either of these for
yes,
under $25
absolutely.
and you'll have a good time.
Suffice it to say, we found out in our 64 under 100 that, or some episode from that was birthed from that we liked the before they sold the Sazerac version of Early Times. So this even being our not favorite incarnation of Early Times, and it still won.
And it still won.
How about that?
So even though we don't like it as well as we liked it before, we still like it very well.
That's
so
right.
keep an eye on this one. You know, as it changes over time, you might want to retest it again.
Yeah.
We might retest it again, but I think you couldn't go wrong with either of these.
Not with
But
either one.
now I would know if I was going to make a choice and prices were very close, I'm going to go with this one because I'm going to get a little more in my bottle,
Well,
and I like it a little bit better.
You know what is closer to this price, even though it's still a $750, would be OGD 114. So if I'm looking at this, I'm probably just gonna spend that extra money and get the OGD 114.
I mean, I don't disagree with that.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's where we better leave it. If you haven't subscribed to us already, you can do so by clicking right up here. There's suggestions of other videos down here. Hope to see you over there in one of those. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad.
Okay, until next time, drink more bourbon.
Ta-ta.